Standing outside Hava Java here on 19th Street, looking at the dying of the evening of the first night of the Great Allentown Fair. So one thing I realized when I was leaving the fair this year, I've been to it when I was a kid a lot, and also this is my second year at it since I came back to Lehigh Valley, and I've been doing the magazine. One thing I want to point out that while the Allentown Fair does have an $8 admission charge, unlike a lot of other fairs and festivals in the area, the main focus is not on the alcohol. One of the main focuses is not on the alcohol sales. Come to think of it, I think I only saw one or two places in the entire fair that you could buy alcohol. So while they don't focus on making the money off the alcohol sales, that does also justify the $8 admission charge for the fair. So that tells me that tells me one primary thing here. Like I said, unlike some of the other fairs and festivals in the area, no, I'm not going to mention them, that they do want to make this as family friendly as possible. And even though it ends at 10 o'clock every night, they want to make sure that everyone has a good time, and that the police, that a lot of their main focus is on the traffic control and leaving versus being concerned with people who consume too much alcohol and possibly might get completely out of control and cause a lot of problems. So I do give the organizers of the Allentown Fair and the city of Allentown a lot of credit here for putting the main concern on safety and figuring out other ways for this major event to make money versus just pushing the alcohol down your throat. And this time I will mention it. I love Music Fest, okay? Point blank, I love it. It's, I'm like, nothing compares to it, okay? But this year when I hit, the first time I arrived, the first thing I saw on Main Street was several signs that fill up your mugs here with, this much for beer, this much for beer. I think it's time for art, especially with Music Fest, for Arts Quest and the organizers of Music Fest to take a lesson from the Allentown Fair. And yes, possibly, I know there's a lot of bands that get paid there. This is how they make their money, but get creative and try to find other ways to make money. So yes, I can hardly 110% easily recommend the Allentown Fair. The admission charge is justified. And here's a little tip. If you're in the area and you're not working during the day, you can also go between noon and 2, where until Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, there is free admission. So little tip. But like I said, I give the Allentown Fair, the organizers, and the city of Allentown a hell of a lot of credit for this, where they are placing the focus of the police, and there is a lot of security in there. Don't get me wrong. So I did see Allentown cops walking around, and see a lot of security. But especially when the fair leaves, their main concern isn't about people stumbling out. Their main concern isn't about okay, how many drunk driving accidents are there going to be before people actually get out of the city. Their main focus is on trying their best to make sure everyone is able to leave without as little of a major traffic jam as humanly possible. So that pretty much wraps it up for the fair. I mean, you got the tour. Other than the bands at the main gate, pretty much have it all for the Allentown Fair. If you're in the area, like I said, the $8 admission charge is justified. Slight tip, if you can, do a quick flyby between noon and 2 until the weekend. Slide in for free if you want to save a couple bucks. Michael Phoenix, founder of the magazine, thanks for all your support. You have no idea what it means to us. Be safe in the night and always, and if you're in the United States, a very happy and safe Labor Day weekend. I'll see you around. Later.